안녕하세요, Cloud입니다. Hey guys, Cloud here. Today I want to talk about my goals for 2021. Previously I talked about looking back at my goals for 2020 and whether I achieved some of them or I didn't. I'll be doing the same thing here, but instead I will be listing out the goals that I have for 2021. Um, they'll be divided into two sections, language related and not language related. I was debating whether I should include those or not, but since it's not necessarily a language related video, although there will be a part of it that is, I think it's just 2021 goals. So I will be adding that as well. For 2021, I would like to do a couple things. I think the first thing I definitely want to do is to spend time learning Japanese. So I hope that I can. I don't know much about like the A2, B2 like rating, but I want to be able to hold out conversations. So I want to actually start studying and start speaking it and get to a good enough level where I can start doing graded readers and things of the sort. It's not a very solid goal, which I tend to not put. I tend to just put like really far-fetched goals and kind of work my way towards them rather than have like, hey, I'm going to get to like 500 words and then do exactly 500 words. It's more like, hey, I want to do like 10,000 words and then whatever I get. Maybe not that far-fetched, but I think being maybe B1, I think would be a good B1 to B2 is a good goal to have for Japanese. For Korean, C2, I think I should be fluent. What is C2? Native like? Fluent? I don't know what it's technically it is, but hopefully by the end of next year, that's where I'll be for Korean. I think that's pretty reasonable. Or maybe it's not and I won't get there, but we'll see. What other languages? I might start another language like Spanish or Mandarin, one or the other. It might not even be Spanish, it might be Russian or Urdu or so many languages that if I'm tempted to actually listen to or tempted to learn, I might learn. So I think the biggest ones are probably Spanish, Russian, Urdu, Mandarin. It might just be Mandarin, honestly, because I plan on learning Mandarin to begin with. That's one of the ones that I want to learn after Japanese. So it might very well be Mandarin, but I might dabble in a language. Honestly, instead of Mandarin, it might just be learning just kanji, like hanta, and learning the pronunciation and whatnot. That might just be a language on its own. Although I guess I will learn it through Japanese, so that might not count. But yeah, I'm really interested in Chinese characters. So there's that. The other language that it might be, like German. I kind of want to learn German, but I don't think I'll do it. I think German is like maybe a 2025 level goal. I still have a bunch of languages I want to learn before that. I want to learn Spanish, Russian, like I said, Urdu. I don't know if I'll actually end up doing Urdu or Hindi, but I'd like to do that at some point. What other languages do I have before that I want to learn? I think French as well, and then German. Norwegian is one that I want to learn. I have a lot of languages that I want to learn, which is good, which means I can keep learning until basically the end of time. Oh, Thai, how could I forget? I want to learn Cantonese maybe, I'm not too sure, but definitely Mandarin at least. So those are languages. One of those language I'm probably going to start dabbling in. So it's going to be mainly just Korean, Japanese, and a little bit of whichever third language I end up picking. Probably just input. I'm probably not going to do anything too serious. So those are my language-related goals. There's some other language, not learning, but more like teaching. The how to study Korean videos that I do. I think just a couple days ago, lesson 31 recap was posted. So basically, I would like for us to be done unit 3, which is up until lesson 75. So if I can get up to lesson 75 done by the end of 2021, that would be great. Like my goal is 150, like 6 units. But I know that's probably not going to happen, honestly. That's like very, very, very optimistic. That's like I took a 4-week vacation off of work. And during that time, I was just super motivated to do how to study Korean videos, which is highly unlikely. But the bare minimum I want is to be done with Unit 2 and 3, which is up to lesson 75. We're done with, I've already done lesson 32, and probably by the end of 2020, I'll have maybe up to 35 done. So that will leave another 35 to do, 40, because I'm doing till 75. So 40 in a year is not that difficult. But between this channel and that channel, teaching work and stuff, it just takes a while to make. So yeah, unit 3, hopefully start unit 4 by the end of 2021. For my channel, I don't have much to say really, just more videos. Something I forgot to say in my previous video, looking back on 2020, I almost have 100 videos in just 2020. So I kind of actually want to make videos up until 100 so that I can have like 100 videos in 2020, which I think is pretty cool. But for 2021, I don't have like a set number of videos I want to put out. I kind of just put out whatever videos I want. I don't have a set subscriber number or like watch time or anything like that. I'm not too focused on that, just more like putting my thoughts. It's like documenting and whatnot. It would be great if I can grow. If I don't grow, it's not a priority as of right now. Later on, I do plan on growing the channel. Just right now, it's more like I'm just building the channel, you know, just giving it life. And then after that, we can share the life, if that makes any sense. So that's that. Now, non-related language goals. Last year, I had a goal of reading a book a month. I'm not going to try that again. I don't think I'm going to do that. I do want to keep writing the book that I'm writing, the novel. I started writing a novel. I have a short video about that. I actually show the first page. But I'm really enjoying the whole writing process. I have 12 pages written, I think, as of this recording. Probably by the end of 2020, I'll have maybe 20-ish pages done, maybe 17, 18, something like that. I write a little bit every week, a couple pages every week, so you can just do the math. I'll probably be 20 pages in by the end of 2021. If I continue on that pace, I'd like to have a couple hundred pages, nothing too concrete, honestly. If I can have, 250, I actually don't know how long it's going to be, but 250 pages sounds reasonable to have by the end of 2021. If the story ends before then, if it's a long novel and it's not going to end, I have no idea. I know exactly what's going to happen. I just haven't written it down. Honestly, the first scene that I wrote, the scene with all the things, I don't want to spoil anything, but it lasted a lot longer than I thought. And I think, I know like when you end up doing like your review or editing, you either shorten it or lengthen some things, remove things, add things, so it might be different, but it was definitely a lot longer than I thought it would be. But it was a quite important scene because it sets up everything in the story. The story revolves around that, so there's that. I don't know how that's going to go. I'm not going to make a goal of publishing it necessarily because as of right now, I don't even know how that works, how self-publishing versus working with an editor and all that stuff works. I'll figure it out. I'm sure I will, but right now that's not really a worry. I'm just writing because it's fun. It really is. And I know my dialogue sucks. I know, like, for sure my dialogue really sucks. But I'm not worrying about it. I'm just writing, and then I'll probably look up a few things about dialogue and whatnot, and then I'll try to improve on it and maybe get some professional opinion or whatnot. But that's it for writing the novel. I'd love to get back into climbing. I stopped climbing because of the situation in the world. Hopefully it improves. I can get back to some bouldering. That's always fun. That's not really a goal. I don't really have a goal for what difficulty I want to climb, just because I don't know if I'll be able to. But I want to be consistent with running. I started running again. I run once a week. I definitely want to be consistent with that because I'm getting very unhealthy with this lifestyle. I think that's everything. Is there something I'm missing? No, that's pretty much everything. Those are my goals for 2021. What are your goals?